to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Welcome back to Indianapolis. I'm Pam Oliver. Man, it was brutal. Dumber than dumb, idiotic, stupid. Those are just some of the words the national and local media used to describe Chuck Pagano's special teams choice. The Colts, they didn't hear it. Andrew Luck told us that the team does a really good job inoculating itself from the outside noise. He also said that they are taken aback about how big the story got. I asked Luck if the team stands 110% behind their coach. He said, absolutely, we stand by you.
Thanks, Pam. The opening kickoff by Pat McAfee through the end zone, and the Saints will start from the 20-yard line. They won the toss. They want the football because they want a fast start led by that man, Drew Brees.
And his numbers so prolific. Drew Brees still playing at a high level. He had the arm injury earlier this season. He assured us that everything is feeling great. He's strong. He's back. But like you said in the open, Sam, they got to play better around him. They have that left side of the offensive line with Terron Armstead and Tim Lelito back, and that will help that run game.
Mark Ingram starts at running back. He motions out wide to the left. Brees puts it up. There's a flag on the play. The completion to Brandon Cooks, who takes it out to the 34-yard line, but immediately a flag on the play. Carl Cheffers is our referee today, his 8th season.
Illegal shift. Offense. 2 players in motion did not become set before the snap. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Sean Payton, the head coach, in his 9th season. And you see the numbers as he calls the plays. It'll be a 1st and 15 for the Saints. And you see that note. The Saints beat the Colts in Super Bowl 44. Ingram, the running back. 2 tight ends in. Make it 3 tight ends in. Off the play, fake pressure, and he got him. Robert Mathis on the first play.
Well, and they talked about Robert Mathis was going to start and his pitch count was going to go way up. Robert Mathis coming off the Achilles injury and suspension. He's going to beat Zach Strief off the edge. And any questions about his health, a lot of them have been answered right there. The ability to turn that edge, that's what Robert Mathis has done. Over 100 sacks in his career. They need that pressure, and he shows them he can lift them right now.
He missed all of last season. It's his 2nd sack of this season. C.J. Spiller is now in and running back and split out. Here's Brees throwing deep over the middle for Cooks, but incomplete. We'll bring up a 3rd and long.
Drew Brees and Sean Payton both eager to attack this Colts secondary that's banged up. Mike Adams, the ball hawk safety, out with the hamstring. It's Colt Anderson, the special teams demon, filling in for Mike Adams.
First game Mike Adams has missed since 2010. And we saw him on Friday. He said he'll be back next week. See the inactives, Keenan Lewis on defense for the Saints. Here's Brees throwing a little screen pass to C.J. Spiller. And he gets back to the 20-yard line. And the Saints will be forced to punt. Not the start that the Saints were hoping for. 10 days to go against Atlanta. They got the ball, marched 80 yards with the opening kickoff for a touchdown. That's the kind of start they wanted today.
And remember, it was a first down on the first play, negated by a penalty, self-inflicted wounds for the New Orleans Saints.
Thomas Morstead back from an injury, boots it away. Griff Whalen at the 29. Slipped one man, flag on the play. Whalen on a good return is hit at the 40-yard line. 50-yard punt, 10-yard return. We check out the flag.
During the kick, illegal block in the back, number 31 of the receiving team, 10-yard penalty, first down.
That's Dewey McDonald, and there's the block in the back. Andrew Luck, who came back from an injury, an arm injury last week, and passed for 312 yards. Especially sharp in the first half, I thought, John.
He was, and I thought Pep Hamilton, his offensive coordinator, did a great job of throwing him into rhythm. Quick throws, moving the pocket. I'm interested to see. Andrew performed well last week. I'm not so sure he was cutting it all the way loose. Kind of working himself back into form. Like to see if that health is a little bit better where he can just truly cut it loose.
Colts start from the 19. Frank Gore is the running back. T.Y. Hilton motions. 3 wide receivers to the right. Frank Gore gets a couple of yards on the play. Check out the storylines we'll be following throughout the day here. For the Indianapolis Colts, 3-3. They started with 2 losses, 3 straight wins and a loss last week. But they feel they can play with anyone in the league. And what you said, John, they've got to get rid of those, clean up those self-inflicted wounds. Gore again up to the 28-yard line. Bobby Richardson, the rookie out of Indiana, made the tackle.
And you see Frank Gore there, Chuck Pagano, Pep Hamilton. They've got all these weapons, but Frank Gore is the engine that makes this thing go in their mind, along with Andrew Luck.
Hurry up offense, Luck in trouble, and Cameron Jordan, who had 3 sacks against Atlanta, picks up an early one here.
Well, the Saints have really improved their third down defense. They don't have a lot of good numbers. One of those, though, that is their third down defense, 8th in the league. Cameron Jordan working against the right tackle up top. Luck holds on to it, and Cameron Jordan delivers again, his 4th sack in 2 games.
Marcus Murphy is deep to receive Pat McAfee's punt. High, deep punt by McAfee. Murphy from the 16 gets back to the 20-yard line, and that's all. Well covered by the Colts. C.O. Moore with a tackle. Drew Brees back on the field with the Saints offense in a moment.
Attention football fans, Southwest is having a sale. Let us run some numbers by you real quick in terms that'll stick. Right now, get fares as low as touchdown with an extra point, of course. Field goal, score. Book for as low as $73 one way now at southwest.com. Low fares, nothing to hide. That's transparency.
If the Dodge brothers walked into a dealership today, they'd be pretty impressed with what's become of their Maverick car company. With all the power, performance, and ingenuity. But knowing them, they'd insist on serving the donuts. Get yours before their history.
I really
be there. Get tickets at Bengals.com/tickets.
Today's game is sponsored by Southwest. Transparency, low fares, nothing to hide.
Back in Indianapolis, Colts go 3 and out. Last week against New England, had a great opening drive for a touchdown.
Well, there's all kinds of weapons on that team. We saw the run game get going 3rd down. Luck holds on too long.
Mark Ingram on 1st down, gets about 3 on the play. Jarrell Freeman on the tackle. Check out the storylines for the Saints today. They want to get back-to-back wins. Last time they had back-to-back wins was October of last season. They want improvement on the rush defense and on the running game. And they're expecting the Colts to be strong today, John.
Well, Sean Payton knows that it starts with the run offense, run defense. Even with Drew Brees, they need to be better there. He's called on his team to do such.
3 tight ends in. Brees going deep down the field, and it's just off the hands of Brandon Cooks. just missed hooking up for the big one, and they are testing the secondary of the Colts.
Really, Sean Payton told us we're attacking the middle of the field, not only with Mike Adams out. That's where the Patriots took advantage of them. That's where other teams have taken advantage of the Colts defense. Big plays in the middle of the field. Drew Brees, a near miss early to Cooks.
C.J. Spiller in for New Orleans. It's 3rd and 6. 3 receivers to the left. Brees with time, waits, and finds C.J. Spiller for a first down. Pressure from Robert Mathis, but a good job by Brees of showing patience on that play.
Well, C.J. Spiller is a guy that Drew Brees and Sean Payton alike both talked about getting him more involved in the offense. It's that joker role that over the years we've seen Reggie Bush, Darren Sproles play so well. Spiller is a different type of player, not as elusive, faster. They're figuring out how to best use him.
He stays in the game, takes the toss, and gets a short gain, pushed out of bounds by Terrell Freeman. Gain of a yard on the play. Saints want to improve the run game. You can see the numbers. Those are tough numbers.
Well, and they've, we asked Drew Brees, are you guys committed to it? He said, we ran the ball 32 times last week. We're committed to it. It opens everything else up, and it's something that they do indeed need to get going.
Brees outside his tight end, Ha'omanawanui, Michael. Ha'omanawanui.
Just go with Who-Man, Sam.
Illinois Mike at the University of Illinois. Who-Man is what the coach calls him. He's Michael Ha'omanawanui, and he made the catch. He was picked up in a trade with the Patriots. Marcus Colston, who missed last week's game with a shoulder injury, is in the lineup now to the right side for the Saints. C.J. Spiller, the running back. They swing it out to Spiller. And he's got a first down. Hit hard by Billy Wynn, the big defensive lineman.
We were talking earlier about C.J. Spiller and his skill set, not as elusive as Reggie Bush. So what Drew Brees and Sean Payton talked about, let's get him the ball on the run and see if he can hit a seam. There you see a simple swing pass to C.J. Spiller. Let him hit it and utilize that speed on the run. 2 third-down conversions early for Spiller.
Kyrie Robinson, number 29 in the backfield now, takes the handoff. Short gain before he's brought back by Terrell Freeman, who's really had an active role early. 4 tackles for Terrell Freeman already in the game.
Terrell Freeman all over the field. Typically it's 52 on the Colts. DeQuell Jackson leading the league in tackles coming into today. You see Terrell Freeman, background in Canadian football. They went up there, found him, and he's had a nice career here for the Colts.
2nd and 9. 3 wide receivers in the game. Brees with time. Throwing too high. He was hit as he threw. Good pressure that time by Henry Anderson, the rookie out of Stanford. You'll be hearing Stanford mentioned a lot in this game.
They like their Stanford guys. You're going to see Henry Anderson. Takes him a while to get there, working against Ha'omanawanui, but Anderson eventually gets to Brees and makes him feel him.
Crowd gets loud as it's 3rd and 9 for the Saints. Spiller in the backfield with Brees. 3 wide receivers left. Quickly to Brandon Cooks. Slipped one man, but then is wrestled down by Greg Toller. Pickup of 3 on the play, but the Colts defense does the job.
Well, so much of football now, even at the highest level, we're seeing the trickle up from the college, the quick screens, and you better be able to tackle in space. And right there, Greg Toller does a fine job, as do the Colts defense, of rallying to the ball, making the tackle.
Second punt of the game for Thomas Morstead. Griff Whalen is back deep for the Colts. Whalen waits for a fair catch, takes it at the 16-yard line. Flag on the play. He might have been bumped by the Saints defender coming by. 37-yard punt.
See Brian Dixon, the gunner. Did he make contact is the first thing. The second thing was he pushed into him. I don't know.
It looked like he tried to avoid him. And the officials talking things
Fair
over.
catch interference. Kicking team. 15 yards will be added to the spot of the catch. First down. Timeout.
That's a tough foul, but it helps the Colts get better field position for Andrew Luck as he leads the offense onto the field.
Our idea of a nightclub, a good crowd, and of course, bottle service. Fewer carbs, less calories, exceptional taste. Michelob Ultra, the superior light beer.
Burger King's new extra-long sriracha cheeseburger. 2 flame-grilled patties had us like, whoa. We added a little sriracha, and we're like, whoa. Then we added a lot of sriracha, and we're like, whoa. Right now, get 2 extra-long sriracha cheeseburgers for just $5. Part of the 2 for $5 deal, only at Burger King.
Tonight we come to let loose. Tonight we come to dance. They try to put us in a box. They try to categorize us the same. We gotta dress like this, we gotta talk like that. But we say no more. Spirit, use your wings. Tonight we change things.
Freedom. There's no one I'd rather hit the road with.
No one I'd rather have dinner and a movie with.
No one I'd rather lean on.
Being in love is an amazing thing. Being in love with your best friend is everything. Introducing the Ever Us 2-stone ring. 1 diamond for your best friend, 1 for your true love. For the one woman in your life who's both. Ever Us. New this holiday at Kay, Jared, and Zales.
Did anybody catch that play? No. Okay, we're going to act like we're debating about it. You two do the bouncy football thing. You rub your head like it's a real tough call. No, that looks like you're having a migraine. I'm going to break the huddle confidently.
Mike's on! First down!
Save big with State Farm.
Today's game is sponsored by Bud Light, who reminds fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly.
Chuck Pagano talking with Robert Mathis, who's played 9 out of 12 snaps already.
Yeah, and I don't know what they're saying, but I imagine it goes something like this. Keep doing what you're doing, Robert. We need that pressure.
Frank Gore on first down, trying to turn the corner. Nothing there. Out of bounds at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Good job by the Saints of stretching that play out.
Yeah, it really was, and that's something we talked about it earlier, the run defense. It's been terrible, and that's being kind for the Saints. There's been gaping holes. It's something they've worked hard on. A young defense, as I said, but that's something fundamental part of football that you have to have a chance in this league.
Ahmad Bradshaw in at running back for the Colts. On second down, Luck throwing, and it's broken up. Nice play by Delvin Breaux. Let's get an update from Kurt Menefee in the studio.
Well, Lynch's old Buccaneer team off to a quick start against Washington. First pass of the day for Jameis Winston. Hooks up with Mike Evans for a 40-yard score. That's Evans' first touchdown of the year. And they lead 7-0 in the first quarter. Sam, John, and Pam.
Thanks, Kurt. Nice throw by Jameis Winston.
He's coming on. Young man's coming on.
Like to see that. Delvin Breaux. Terrific story. He's been playing very, very well. Today's his birthday, and he had a good defensive play to start it off. Here's 3rd and 10. Luck takes off. Flag on the plays. He's brought down just short of the first down marker. Flag down back to the 29-yard line.
Holding. Number 69. Offense. A penalties declined. 4th down.
Hugh Thornton, the right guard. This officiating crew has been known to call a lot of offensive holding.
And this offensive line has been known to hold a lot. the Colts coming in today with 16 offensive holding penalties, the most in the NFL.
That's a bad combination. Pat McAfee will punt. Marcus Murphy back deep for the Saints. Murphy's last punt was 59 yards. He can tilt field position with that strong leg. Another high punt. Murphy from the 21. And they've got him right there. Outstanding hang time. Colts cover it well. Drew Brees and the Saints will try to get their offense going in a moment.
If the Dodge brothers walked into a dealership today, they'd be pretty impressed with what's become of their maverick car company. With all the power, performance, and ingenuity. But knowing them, they'd insist on serving the donuts. Get yours before they're history.
Hi, I'm Peyton Manning, and I have DirecTV.
And I'm really high-voice Peyton Manning, and I have cable.
Only DirecTV lets you watch NFL Sunday Ticket games live on all your devices.
With cable, I can't do that. It's like...
I get to take all the games with me.
I sing with the Four Tunesmen. Downtown ladies sing this song, doo-dah.
Don't be like this, me. Get NFL Sunday Ticket only on DirecTV. Call 1-800-DirecTV.
Dear Jen, here's a little something to say welcome to Boston. You're one of us now. Your new in-laws, Debbie and Bill.
Dear Jenny, stay strong. Dad.
Go to NFLshop.com.
This place is absolutely going crazy. The World Series is back.
Game 1 of the World Series, Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern on Fox.
Today's game on Fox is sponsored by Dodge and by DirecTV. Don't just watch TV, DirecTV.
Sunny day in Indianapolis, and the roof is open, the windows are open. What a great day. Saints from the 22-yard line. Kyrie Robinson, the running back. Willie Snead in motion. Breeze for Colston with a good grab. And then the ball dropped loose, and it's ruled incomplete. Did not complete the process of making the catch.
And a nice play by Colt Anderson filling in. Remember, going to the ground, you have to complete that process. All the way through the process, bring down the ball. It's Colston.
Sean Payton has
New
thrown
Orleans
the
is
challenge
challenging
flag.
the ruling on the field of an incomplete pass. We'll review the play.
So we always have that question about the process of making the catch. We'll check it out in a moment.
Take in the sounds from all sides of an orchestra performing entirely for you. The Jeep Grand Cherokee. With active noise cancellation to turn any street into a symphony. Get 0% APR financing on the 2015 Jeep Grand Cherokee for well-qualified buyers, plus $500 Jeep Celebration bonus cash. The most awarded, rewarding SUV ever.
Burger King's new extra-long sriracha cheeseburger. 2 flame-grilled patties had us like, whoa. We added a little sriracha, and we're like, whoa. Then we added a lot of sriracha, and we're like, whoa. Right now, get 2 extra-long sriracha cheeseburgers for just $5. Part of the 2 for $5 deal, only at Burger King.
This is the moment. 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 This is the moment I've been waiting for.
Thursday
Thursday night, the Mountaineers can light up the scoreboard, but can they keep up with Heisman contender Trevon Boykin and the Power Pack #4 Horned Frogs attack? Touchdown! West Virginia battles TCU. Thursday at 7 Eastern on FS1.
Fox Thursday, Booth and Bones meet Abby and Crane.
This could be a history-making discovery.
What do you say we do this, Crane? Nice coat.
Two genius teams, one killer Halloween crossover.
We gotta get him out of there.
I've seen a lot like this before. Your way works too.
The 2-hour Bones Sleepy Hollow Halloween crossover event, Thursday on Fox.
First challenge of the season for the Saints.
The ruling on the field is confirmed. The receiver did not maintain control during the entire process of the catch. The ball hit the ground. It is incomplete. Second down.
Mike Pereira, what did you see?
Key is here that it's a player. It's a player going to the ground. You're going to see here, he's hit before the second foot comes to the ground. That causes him to go to the ground. He's going to the ground, and he must maintain contact. I mean, control of the ball when he hits the ground. A clear incompletion, a wasted challenge.
Thanks, Mike. Kyrie Robinson on second down. Up to the 27-yard line. Pick up a 5 on the play.
I think what Mike said, a wasted challenge. I think you have to question that from Sean Payton. Although I will say in his defense, who knows what a catch is these days? It gets more confusing each and every week. But going to the ground, it is pretty clear. You better maintain that thing. You better bring that ball home to mom, or it's not going to be a catch.
3rd and 5. Breeze gets protection, throwing it, it's complete to Coleman. Brandon Coleman, the first-year man out of Rutgers, with a beautiful grab into Colts territory.
Well, the Colts show pressure, and they end up with the safety Lowry on the receiver Coleman, and just a beautifully thrown football by Drew Brees. Coleman, a big receiver that Drew Brees likes a lot, called him the MVP of this offseason coming on. And nice connection.
24-yard gain on that last play. Here's Kyrie Robinson. A pickup of 4. Vontae Davis with a stop for the Colts. So Brees has been putting the ball up, taking his shots down the field, and he hit that last one with Coleman.
Well, remember, you have a nicked up safety position for the Indianapolis Colts in the secondary. When someone's nicked up, you want to challenge them. That's exactly what Drew Brees is doing.
C.J. Spiller in the backfield, swing it out to him with room. Inside the 30-yard line and out of bounds at the 28. Make it the 27. Greg Toller forced him out. Little swing pass for 17.
Sean Payton, again, he described it with Spiller. We want to get him plays where he can hit it and go because he covers so much ground. He's a world-class speed type of guy. They're getting the ball to him on the run, and he's had a productive day thus far.
4 catches, 39 yards. First down at the Colts 27. Kyrie Robinson, the running back. Robinson, he stumbled and never got going and is taken down at the 30-yard line. Trent Cole.
We hear so much about setting the edge. Watch Trent Cole right here. Look at him take on blockers and then go ahead and make the play. Takes on Benjamin Watson. Now Zach Strief now makes the tackle on Kyrie Robinson. That is big boy football by Trent Cole, known for his pass rush ability, playing the run as very well.
Loss of 2 on that last play. Brees being rushed again, swing it outside. This time to Robinson. Robinson is grabbed and wrestled out of bounds at around the 26 by Eric Walden. Gain of 4 on the play, make it a gain of 3. They bring it up a 3rd and long for the Saints. Now we talk about the lack of a running game for the Saints, but those little swing passes have a similar effect, don't you think, John?
They really are. They become part of your running game. When you're struggling to run the ball, sometimes that's just another way to run the football, something where you know you can get the ball to your backs and let them do their work.
Ingram in the backfield picks up the blitz. And the pass is complete to the tight end, Ben Watson. No, they're ruling out of bounds. He was out of bounds when he came down with the ball.
Ben Watson, 10 receptions last week, a big day catching the football. You see the 2 feet down, but let's see if he holds on to that football. He does not. So
that's it.
So the catch, it is an incomplete pass. 4th down.
Darius Butler with a tackle, and Watson did not complete the process of the catch.
And really what Watson was trying to do was extend for that 1st down yardage. In the process, it's really tough to hold on to that football.
Drew Brees along the sideline talking with Sean Payton. He's challenging again. Oh, that's a questionable challenge right there.
Yeah, I think you've got one of the better head coaches in football, but I disagree with both those challenges because that's a clear rule in this league. If you don't control it through the process,
the ruling
it's
on
not
the
a
field
catch.
of an incomplete pass. We'll review the play.
They'll review.
There is a rhythm. You have to listen to hear it. It beats inside each and every one of us. It beats like a drum. It says, get out there. Create. Do something special. It is the rhythm of inspiration, and it whispers. Be bold. Be an artist, a tight-knit business. It says, make music. Inspire. Build. Be a hero. Nurture that rhythm. Take it with you and make it sing. We all have greatness in us. And with the right tools, there are no limits to where your rhythm will take you. Introducing the ultimate laptop. Surface Book by Microsoft.
Squire, what beer may I fetch you, my lord?
I'll have a red apple ale. And perhaps a wrench? No, a wrench. A wrench.
Red's Apple Ale, also in strawberry and green apple.
It was a crisp fall day, yet something was missing in Rodney Arrington's life. That something was NFL Now, the easiest way to get more football since the dawn of the pigskin. With fierce determination, Rodney started watching NFL Now. Locker room speeches, exclusive player access, all on his favorite devices. Suddenly, he wasn't just Rodney, he was the Oracle of Rod. Welcome to the family, Rodney.
It's a killer new Simpsons Treehouse of Horror.
Still not dead.
Tonight on Fox.
Back in Indianapolis, Carl Cheffers will announce his decision on the challenge by Sean Payton.
After review, the ruling on the field is confirmed. During the process of the catch, the receiver lost control of the ball. It is an incomplete pass. It'll be 4th down. New Orleans is charged with their 2nd timeout, and they are done with challenges for the remainder of the game.
Let's check in with Mike Pereira. Mike, what did you see, and what are your thoughts about that challenge?
Similar to the previous challenge, even though there's a reach toward the 1st down line, the fact that he was going to the ground, he still has to hold on to the ball when he hits the ground. That's after Des Bryant, after a lot of plays. That's a clear incomplete pass, and unfortunately now, Sean Payton and the Saints find themselves out of challenges.
Thank you, Mike. Kai Forbath's first field goal try is a fake. And Luke McCown's pass is caught by Watson. Ben Watson, the tight end, has got a 1st down at the 1-yard line. They used the backup quarterback, Luke McCown, as the holder. They faked the field goal try, and they completed the pass.
And how about the irony of the Colts last week and their failed attempt on a fake, and now Sean Payton comes right at Chuck Pagano and the Colts, and with a huge conversion on the fake. A gutsy call after a poor challenge by Sean Payton. He made up for it right there.
And Ben Watson has become a very valuable receiver for these Saints.
Was sold tremendously well. Forbath, the kicker, even swung his leg. Watson escapes. Beautifully executed fake by Ben Watson, McCown, and the Saints.
Tyree Robinson, the running back. Robinson is in. Touchdown. So the fake field goal sets up the 1-yard touchdown run, and the Saints have grabbed the lead.
Well, this is why you need to be able to run the ball in this league. When you want to run the ball, they go with their heavy package. Nice job and really easy pickings for Kyrie Robinson. The Saints making good on the converted fake field goal with the touchdown by Robinson.
And now the new place kicker, Kai Forbath, gets his first chance to kick for the Saints. The extra point is good. He was signed earlier in the week. There's Luke McCown, who completed the pass.
Sihoho Manawanui, they traded for, as you mentioned earlier, Sam, from New England. A very accomplished blocker in the run game, pass game. Sean Payton very excited to have him and what he can bring to the offense. Sean Payton overcoming some questionable challenges. No more, remember, left in the game.
Right.
But the fake makes up for a lot of that.
10 plays, 78 yards, and this is the big play.
Watch how they sell it. Watch Forbath actually go through and swing the leg. And then Watson is going to sneak out here, run the corner route. And McCown, that's your backup quarterback, a beautifully floated ball. Watson brings it in. Just great execution on the fake.
Pretty good pass running to his left by Luke McCown.
Absolutely. McCown is known as an athletic quarterback, throws on the run. This guy's got commercials, fake field goals, he's doing it all.
So the Saints grab the lead, 7-0. Luke McCown, who filled in when Drew Brees missed the game because of his shoulder problem. In good form. Kai Forbath to kick it off. Griff Whalen steps up, takes it at the 4. And Whalen gets up close to the 25-yard line. Tuesday night, the World Series begins only on Fox. We've got it all. It begins in Kansas City, the home of the American League champions, as they take on the New York Mets. What a great matchup. Our coverage begins at 7:30 Eastern time with Game 1. We've got extended pregame coverage at 7 p.m. Eastern on FS1. The World Series on Fox. Frank Gore, the running back, splits out. Colts start from the 25. Luck. And that is intercepted by Stephon Anthony. The rookie linebacker with the pick. And the Saints have great field position.
If you're going to throw the ball in this league, it's all about throwing it on time. Andrew holds it just a tick too long. Stephon Anthony, all he's doing is reading those eyes of Andrew Luck. And watch the eyes of Luck. Here's Anthony right there. Watch Andrew Luck's eyes. He stares it down. Anthony looks, and watch him break. Beautiful play by the rookie. Remember, this guy was part of the Jimmy Graham trade. He was that draft choice that came along with Max Unger, and making them feel good about that trade.
First NFL interception for Stephon Anthony. Saints at the 23. They go with the fake hand, they go with a reverse. C.J. Spiller is out of bounds inside the 20.
Now, Sam, did you see the lead blocker on that play? Drew Brees in there throwing a block. Little razzle-dazzle. Again, this is all to try to get C.J. Spiller involved in this offense, and they want him on the run to utilize that speed. Watch Drew Brees. Go ahead and run this. Take out Colt Anderson.
Two tight ends in for the Saints. Ingram, the running back. Bouncing it outside. Toller with a piece of him. Flag on the play as Toller leads Ingram out of bounds at around the 13.
Number 84 offense. 10-yard penalty. Second down.
Ho'omanawanui called for holding.
See Ho'omanawanui right here. Watch him as Walton tries to escape. He's got a hold there, and when things get outside of the framework of your body, when your hands get outside of the framework, that's a clear shot for Carl Cheffers on the call.
Ball back to the 28-yard line. 2nd and 15. Breeze puts it up and completes it. Out of bounds was Willie Snead inside the 20-yard line. Willie Snead, the first-year man out of Ball State. So this is a homecoming of sorts for him. He has turned into one of the top receivers on the team, leads the team in receiving yards.
Quite a journey from practice squads, being cut in Cleveland, now leading the Saints, catching balls from Drew Brees. Great story.
Ingram, the running back, on 3rd and 6. Brees being rushed, flag on the play. Up to the end zone, incomplete. A little overthrown for Willie Snead. Darius Butler was covering on the play.
Looks as if they're going to catch the Colts for being offsides, and Drew Brees, again, the self-inflicted wounds we talked about with Indianapolis that have hurt them throughout this season.
Holding. Number 73 offense. Offside. Number 90 defense. Those penalties offset. Replay 3rd down.
Kendall Langford for the defense, Jari Evans for the offense with the penalty calls, and they'll do 3rd and 6 all over again. Ball at the 19-yard line. Ingram, the running back. Breeze. Plenty of time. Starts to run, gets to the line of scrimmage, goes back. Flag on the play. Pass is intercepted. Vontae Davis picked it off. Stepped out of bounds at the 1-yard line. We've got a holding call.
Prior to the pass, holding. Number 52 defense. 5-yard penalty, automatic. First down.
DeQuell Jackson for holding.
And Drew Brees and the Saints continue to get bailed out by the Indianapolis Colts. Vontae Davis intercepts that football. See DeQuell Jackson right there on Mark Ingram. He's got a fistful of jersey, and that negates the foolish throw by Drew Brees that was ultimately intercepted. But again, the Colts can't keep hurting themselves.
Yeah. Brees started to run for it, got to the line of scrimmage, and then turned around, decided I'm going to throw it. Ball's at the 14. Kyrie Robinson, the running back. 2 tight ends in, and Brees calls a timeout with a play clock running down to 0. And Drew Brees and the Saints are out of timeouts for this first half because of those 2 challenges that failed. So it's been an exciting start to this game. The Saints offense starting to click pretty well, John, though the penalties seem to be disruptive.
Yeah, it is. And like I said, though, the Saints are being helped out by the Indianapolis Colts. You can't allow fake field goals. You got to be on your assignment. And then the Saints, though, you know, here they are out of timeouts because of the 2 challenges that both were, I think, foolish, and now they can't get the snap off. So neither team really clicking, but the Saints having the better of it thus far.
From the 14-yard line on first down, the toss to Kyrie Robinson, turns the corner, gets inside the 10-yard line. Pick up a 4 on the play. Trent Cole in on the tackle. Spot the ball just short of the 10-yard line. Sean Payton's offense is really intricate and involved, don't you think, John?
Greg Mineski said it best. He said, after you're done playing the Saints, you feel like you just took a final exam. You're exhausted because they stress you mentally and physically.
Breeze waiting. Finds a man. It's Cooks at the 6-yard line. 2 yards short of the first down. He picked up 4. We've reached the end of the first quarter in Indianapolis. Drew Brees getting his offense going. The Saints have a 7-0 lead on the Colts.
Police officer died last night, killed by a firebug.
Take her down.
Cowards! You don't have the stomach to kill me yourself?
Any last words?
Gotham, an all-new episode tomorrow on Fox.
The Mets into the World Series.
That's why we play the game. This place is absolutely going crazy. You can't predict what's going to happen.
They are loud. Out of here. The World Series is back.
Game 1 of the World Series, Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern on Fox.
The Mountaineers fight to keep up with Trevon Boykin and the power-packed Horned Frogs attack when West Virginia battles TCU. Thursday at 7 Eastern on FS1.
Hey, we did it. We did it. We won. Our numbers won! Carla, let me see that ticket.
Well, it was Kathy's turn to buy the ticket. I had to work a double. Bill said he'd get him.
I had bowling. Late night. Yeah. So Daryl said he'd get him.
Didn't you get my text?
Pickle the chickens?
No. Pick up the tick.
The only way you can win Kentucky's Powerball or Mega Millions jackpot is if you actually buy your ticket.
Ford has been a part of Kentucky for over 100 years. A proud sponsor of our local schools. Friendly supporter of local charities, events, and organizations. We employ over 5,000 people in the region. We walk for a cure and drive for a brighter future. Because Louisville is our home, too. Ford Motor Company and your local Ford dealers. Helping to make Kentucky shine.
Who says desirable can't also be responsible? With 46 standard safety features, the Lexus RX is proof that fun can be good for you. Lease the all-wheel drive 2015 RX 350 for $399 a month for 36 months. See your Lexus dealer.
Sam Rosen, John Lynch, Pam Oliver here in Indianapolis. Chuck Pagano can't be happy with the way things have unfolded to start the game.
Now, they preached consistency and no more self-inflicted wounds, and that's exactly what they've done to themselves.
On 3rd and 2, Robinson to the goal line. He's in. Touchdown. Kyrie Robinson with his second touchdown of the game. A 6-yard run, and the Saints have added to the lead.
Well, you could sense in the last couple weeks that Kyrie Robinson was really starting to run the football well. I asked Sean Payton, would we see more of him? He's not unhappy with Mark Ingram, but he saw the same thing I'm seeing, and he's giving it to him down near the goal line, and Kyrie Robinson's making it look good for Sean Payton.
Andrew Luck, you can see him pacing on the sideline. He's barely had the ball in the game. Extra point, Kai Forbath puts it through, and the Saints have a 14-0 lead as they turn the interception into 7 points.
You see Zach Strief, the right tackle, get out in front, get his hands on Eric Walden right there. That provides the alley for Kyrie Robinson to just run over Greg Toller, the corner, going into the end zone. Nice job by that Saints offensive line. Kyrie Robinson hungry for the end zone.
John, you mentioned Stephon Anthony as part of that Jimmy Graham trade, but how about Max Unger also coming over in that deal? He's really helped the offensive line of the Saints.
He has, and it hasn't really shown up in terms of the run game, but they're very happy with Max Unger, as well they should be. He's a centerpiece. That center position is so critical. Communication, but he's a very gifted player, and the Saints they got to find one for a long time.
Saints with a 14-0 lead. Griff Whalen is back for the Colts to receive the kickoff. Kai Forbath is not a deep kicker on the kickoffs, but with Morstead just coming back from injury, Forbath the kickoff man, Whalen 2 yards deep. On the run. Good return by Griff Whalen. Lost the football. Recovered by the Saints. They've got it at the 26-yard line. Kyle Wilson on the recovery.
During the return, holding. Number 31 return team. That penalty's declined. First down, New Orleans.
Ha'oli Kikaha popped it loose. And another turnover by the Colts. Gives the Saints great field position.
Turnovers, penalties. It looks like Griff Whalen has got something going here. Kikaha gets his right hand on that football. Whalen loose with it, and Jimmy Wilson right there. The Saints being extremely opportunistic here today, and the Colts making it easy on them. Kyle Wilson picking up the ball.
Ball at the Colts 27-yard line. Breeze hand off to C.J. Spiller, turns the corner inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 18. Let's get an update from Mike Hill in the studio. Mike.
All right, guys, big battle in the AFC East, Jets and the Pats. And how about Ryan Fitzpatrick finding Jeremy Curley 5 yards, gets him 6. How about those Jets trying to go in the first place in the AFC East? Back to you, Sam and John.
Oh, what a matchup that is. Jets 4-1, Colts 5-0. Wow.
Revis against his old teammates.
Right here,
matchup.
Saints have taken control of the game. Mark Ingram, the running back. Not much of an opening. He's brought down just short of the 15-yard line. Dwight Lowry, the safety, came up to make the stop, number 33. Bring up a second down. Excuse me, that was a first down pickup by Ingram. First down at the 16-yard line. There's Greg Minuski, the defensive coordinator of the Colts. He's got to come up with something here.
He's being forced into some tough positions, turnovers. And the Saints, the beneficiaries, having the ball in the red zone of the Colts. We'll see if the Colts can stand up.
Shifting to the right. Breeze throws right. Touchdown! Michael Ho'omanawanui.
The Saints have done a nice job of pulling that New Orleans defense, or pulling that Indy defense up by running the football a lot. And that's when those seams start to become open down the middle of the field for tight ends. See Ho'omanawanui in motion. He's passed across to Nate Irving. It's man-to-man defense. He goes outside. Ho'omanawanui simply up the seam. Very simple route.
2 turnovers for the Colts, and that extra point is no good. So Zach Hocker was let go because of his misses. Forbath comes in and misses, but the Saints have put 13 points on the board after Colts turnovers.
This is the Ford F-150, the only pickup with a high-strength military-grade aluminum alloy body bolted to a high-strength steel frame. It's also a wake-up call for every full-size pickup in its class. No body rust, most towing, best payload, highest gas mileage. Yeah, it's a whole new day. Because in the truck game, it's either the aluminum age or the stone age. Cock-a-doodle-doo, pal. This is the Ford F-150, and every other truck is history.
I hold it down like a Snapchat, go over your head like a snapback, uploaded a pic, double tap that, and your flow so old, granddad. Bruh, it's just banter. Yeah. I'm way too much like a black cap. Aye, boss. Why you stop chatting in the club for? Just dance, man. Like yo fam alam, yo fam alam. Ain't no girl better than.
Buy any Samsung Galaxy S6 or Note 5 smartphone on AT&T Next and get 50% off a Samsung wireless charging pad.
The new vanity is perfect.
Thanks. Yeah, the guy at Lowe's helped me pick it out and walk me through the install.
You did a really good job.
Yeah, now I'm feeling like there's nothing I can't do. You know what? I'm finally going to present my idea to my boss. Never lose your cat at night again. Presenting the glow-in-the-dark cat hat. It's dark, so I can't see a reaction. It's not good.
This place is absolutely going crazy.
The World Series is back.
Game 1 of the World Series, Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern on Fox.
Today's game is sponsored by the Ford F-150. Every other truck is history. And by Domino's. Order online and track your order.
Here in Indianapolis, Colts fans wondering what hit them. Mistakes and the Saints offense clicking.
And there's the byproduct of that. Domination and time of possession. Colts fans are saying, where's Andrew Luck? He hadn't been on the field, in part because of his doing. He's turned the ball over.
Forbath kicks it off. And this one is a deep one. Let's go to the sideline. Pam Oliver standing by.
Well, Sam, obviously still plenty of football to go here, but Sean Payton stressed to his team this week, be prepared for a fired-up Colts team. Payton noted the Colts are extremely difficult to beat after a home loss. Payton warned New Orleans to be prepared for the environment, a disgruntled team, and the fact that they haven't won back-to-back games in a long time.
You're right about that, Pam. That was last October. Frank Gore on the carry, and it breaks one tackle and works hard for 8 yards up to the 28-yard line. Frank Gore brought in to carry the load at running back. He's been around for a long time, but they've gone 46 games without having a 100-yard rusher. 2nd and 2. Gore. There's a first down and a whole lot more. Strong run by Frank Gore up to the 42-yard line. 14-yard run.
And there's certain players, and I had the chance to play against Frank Gore, that you just appreciate the way they go about their craft. He gets small back there. It doesn't take a big hole for Frank Gore to get through. Jim Harbaugh once described him the essence of lowness. He can play, this guy Frank Gore, and it doesn't look like he's slowing down at all.
10 years in the league, 8 years of rushing for more than 1,000 yards. Luck being rushed. Pass is batted down by Cameron Jordan. Pressure from Tyler Davis in the tackle. And Jordan there to bat the pass down, and Jordan's impact the last couple of weeks has been noticeable.
It's been immense, and this Saints defense, you got to hand it to them. Here we are. We saw the time of possession, but anyone who looks at these Indianapolis Colts looks at all the weaponry. They got receivers all over the field, tight ends who can catch it. Not one reception for the Colts. We're 12-20 in the second quarter. They don't have a completion.
Luck is 0 for 3. 2nd and 10. Luck, nobody open, starting to take off and gets rid of it. Big time pressure from Kikaha. Oli Kikaha, the rookie out of Washington, a 2nd-round draft pick. That was part of the young defense that John talked about. Stephon Anthony, a rookie in the middle, and Kikaha.
And I got to tell you, Rob Ryan is coaching a masterful game right now. It is hard to confuse Andrew Luck. He's got Andrew Luck. He doesn't know what's hitting him. He's holding the ball. He's staring down his targets. They're mixing man-to-man, are the Saints. They're mixing zone, pressure, 3-man rush. They're doing it. Rob Ryan having a heck of a game, confusing Andrew Luck.
3rd and 10. Luck steps up. After the fake, he throws it incomplete. Once again, pressure from Cameron Jordan. And you hear the fan reaction toward the Colts offense.
And you see Andrew Luck again with the double clutch. The Saints varying their looks. Tight coverage down the field by Delvin Breaux. Brian Dixon outside, normally a special teamer. He's playing because Damian Swan and Keenan Lewis are out, so they're depleted in the secondary, but really playing a nice football game thus far.
Pat McAfee to punt. To the sideline, Marcus Murphy at the 20. Slips one man, flag behind him. Flag on the play as Murphy gets up to the 32. And we'll check it out.
Nice clip that away, kid. Good work.
Andrew Luck shaking his head. He's 0 for 5 passing in the game.
Illegal block in the back, number 33 during the kick. 10-yard penalty, first down, timeout.
Jamarcus Sanford right at the point of the attack.
Saints have the ball, and that means Drew Brees will have the ball. He's done a lot better than Andrew Luck.
You know what's funny? Those time-saving multi-tools you see on TV that turn a 5-minute job into a 5-hour job. When it comes to your tools, choose wisely, Grasshopper. Case in point, Ford Transit. With 3 roof heights and 3 body lengths to choose from, Transit has the most configurations of any full-size van. So it's the right tool no matter what your job is. Smart, efficient, productive. This is Ford Transit.
Connor Bradshaw was in an endless run.
You catch those games yesterday? I had to work. Watched it on NFL Game Pass.
But then he found football.
Oh, yeah!
All 256 regular season games on demand the next day.
Saints have the ball. It seems as if they've had the ball the entire first half. They'll start from the 10-yard line. And Colts fans not happy. Mark Ingram, the running back. Burst through a big hole. Ingram is brought down from behind after a 20-yard gain. Bjorn Werner with a stop.
Well, we started the game saying Sean Payton called upon his team for running the football better, and that starts up front. You look at that hole right there. Mark Ingram hits it. No one in his way. The Saints offensive line clearing holes for Ingram and Kyrie Robinson.
Little swing pass, doesn't net much as Ha'omanawinui was brought down. For Drew Brees, that touchdown pass to Ha'omanawinui just stretched his streak to 42 consecutive games in which he's thrown at least one touchdown pass, and 96 of the last 97 games.
Yeah, you know what's incredible about him? The names change around him. No more Jimmy Graham. Ha'omanawinui not here a month ago. Now he's here catching touchdown. Doesn't matter who they put out there with him. He's going to be successful.
There's Ingram. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Good hit by DeQuell Jackson, who is a big-time leader on this Colts defense.
This is how you play the middle linebacker position. I alluded earlier to DeQuell Jackson leading the NFL in tackles. He's doing it in his 10th year, and he's got the fountain of youth. He is playing some great football. DeQuell Jackson is.
3rd and 8. Brees steps up on the crossing pattern. Cooks. The ball is down. He was down by contact, but short of the first down at the 38. Greg Toller with a good tackle on Brandon Cooks. So it'll be the Saints forced to punt. good defensive series for the Colts. They needed that.
And that was tough, and that was a critical tackle by Greg Toller because they're in man-to-man. If he doesn't get him, Cooks is still going. An aggressive call by Greg Minuski, and Greg Toller helps his defensive coordinator out with the sure tackle.
Thomas Morstead. Kicks it away. Long punt. Whalen lets it bounce inside the 5, and it takes a bounce for the Saints, and it's down at the 5-yard line. Well covered. Dixon downs at 57-yard punt, and the Saints doing just about everything right.
Still haven't tried FanDuel's one-week fantasy football leagues? Over 1 million fans have already won money. Choose a league. They start at $1. Pick your team. Done. Winners get paid the next day, and there's no season-long commitment. FanDuel pays out $75 million a week. Get off the sidelines and get some. Try FanDuel today. We'll match your first deposit up to $200. Love it or your money back. Guaranteed. Go to FanDuel.com, enter promo code WHISTLE. That's WHISTLE.
Here at Hulu, we care about you as much as you care about TV. You tweeted to us, help Hulu bring back the Mindy Project. You're back.
On Hulu?
On Hulu. We've got all of Seinfeld, Empire, Stacy, hi Stacy, there's CSI, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Blackish, movies, and now with a commercial-free option. I could go on, but I'm out of fake hallway. Let's roll, Andy Samberg.
For our Players' Choice Pizzas, we made the NFL players' favorite pizzas. Now you can eat like an NFL player.
If I can eat like a football player, I can talk like one, I can work out like one, I can even dress like one.
Look, you can eat the pizza. You just can't steal my shorts.
Up your game with our Players' Choice Pizzas. The new spicy sriracha meats, the barbecue chicken and bacon, or the loaded works for $12 each.
Better ingredients, better pizza,
better football.
At the new papajohns.com.
Critics are raving. Fargo is the most critically acclaimed show of the year.
You don't say.
An astounding 100% fresh. 5 stars. A masterful achievement.
Oh, yeah.
Fargo, Monday on FX. Set your DVR now.
Today's game is sponsored by FanDuel, the leader in one-week fantasy football.
Drew Brees has controlled the football with outstanding numbers. 13 for 18, 1 touchdown, 112 yards. Colts start from the 5. Frank Gore, the running back, and flags fly. Looks like Bobby Richardson, the rookie defensive end, offside.
Neutral zone infraction, number 78 off defense. His movement into the neutral zone caused a reaction by the offense. 5-yard penalty, first down.
Sam, and how about this? This is usually your job, but Jeff Nelson, our statistician, gave me this, so I'll read it. Andrew Luck, 0 for 5, never has started a game in his career 0 for 5.
Wow.
The Saints defense giving him fits thus far.
Minus 2 yards passing. Off the fake, Luck. His first completion of the game to T.Y. Hilton. Out of bounds at the 21-yard line, and a first down, and you can hear the cheers from the crowd. Only the 3rd first down of the game for the Colts.
And I think if you're Pep Hamilton, the offensive coordinator for the Indianapolis Colts, that's what you need. Even a quarterback like Andrew Luck, one of the great talents in this league, some easy throws to get his confidence going.
Frank Gore carrying straight ahead up to the 25, a gain of 4 on the play. There is the offensive coordinator, Pep Hamilton. John, do you just stick with your basic offense right now? There's still a long way to go in the game.
Yeah, you got to get back in the game, but I think Chuck Pagano and Pep Hamilton also mindful your defense has been on the field the entire half, so you got to slow the game down a little bit, but you do have to you have so many weapons with Hilton, Andre Johnson, Dante Moncrief, so many weapons, you got to get them involved in the game.
Off the play fake, Luck gets time. Goes short to Frank Gore. Slips a couple of tackles and dives forward. Looking for the first down marker. It's close. Might be a little short.
See Andrew Luck, nice coverage down the field. He wants to take it down the field, but a smart decision. The check down to Frank Gore and let him do some work with the football.
John, when we asked Andrew Luck what he did when he was watching Matt Hasselbeck in the lineup when he was out injured, he said he watched Hasselbeck take what the defense gives you, and he seems to want to do that more often now.
Well, I think, you know, what I took, that he sat back, he took notes, and Matthew Hasselbeck did a great job of running this team. And the thing he said he learned more than anything, Hasselbeck, as you see, just short of the first down, having a plan for every single play. And Andrew is so talented that I think he wants to make every play. And what he learned is sometimes throwing the ball out of bounds is the best play you can make. Andrew Luck hit 10 different receivers last week against the Patriots, very Hasselbeck-like. So he learned a lot from Hasselbeck when he was out.
3rd and inches coming up. Frank Gore to the sideline. Ahmad Bradshaw, the power back, is in the lineup. His 2nd game as a Colt this season. After being signed a couple of weeks ago. There's the first down. Straight ahead power by Ahmad Bradshaw. Fans roar their approval. Colts have a first down at the 35-yard line.
Well, usually old running backs, that's not a good combination, but when you have Frank Gore and Ahmad Bradshaw, two very accomplished and skilled and trustworthy running backs, you've got a good combo in the backfield.
Luck wants to go deep for T.Y. Hilton. Incomplete. We get an update in the studio from Mike Hill. Mike.
All right, guys, Lions trying to make a comeback against the Minnesota Vikings. Kyle Rudolph, 1 yard, gets some 6 from Teddy Bridgewater. His 3rd of the season. It's 17-12 Lions. Sam, John, Pam, back to you.
Thanks, Mike. We'll see the Lions in London next week, John.
Yes, we will.
At the 35, 2nd and 10 for the Colts. 3 wide receivers in. Quick outside, it's batted down. Kikaha was in there. Boy, he's impressive. Haoli Kikaha, the rookie out of Washington.
Well, Kikaha right here on the edge. They're trying to get the ball to Dorsett. What I was talking about, some easy throws. Kikaha smart. He reads it, gets his hands up, and disrupts that play. Dorsett, an extremely fast young receiver, trying to get the ball in his hands a little bit more in this game. Haven't been able to thus far.
Dorsett, 1st-round draft pick of the Colts. Here's 3rd and 10. Luck pressured, and he completes it to Dorsett. But he's short of the first down, up to the 43-yard line. Brandon Browner with a hit, and Dorsett is holding his left leg and in pain. The veteran Brandon Browner coming over after playing with the Patriots last year on the championship team. Dorsett being checked out. We'll be right back.
Charged up by design. Heart pounding by design.
Alaska, finally, the search for brown bears begins. Denali Highway, low on gas, pit stop, fill up, double points. Yep, that's cold, tired. Day 2, coffee, eggs, double points. Beautiful, majestic, nothing. Where are you, bear? Warm, warmer, warmer? Yes.
Wherever the journey takes you, carry American Express Gold. It's more than a card. It's the gear that gets it done.
Burger King's new extra long sriracha cheeseburger. 2 flame grilled patties had us like, whoa. We added a little sriracha, and we're like, whoa. Then we added a lot of sriracha, and we're like, whoa. Right now, get 2 extra long sriracha cheeseburgers for just $5. Part of the 2 for $5 deal, only at Burger King.
Attention football fans, Southwest is having a sale. Let us run some numbers by you real quick in terms that'll stick. Right now, get fares as low as touchdown with an extra point, of course, field goal, score. Book for as low as $73 one way now at southwest.com. Low fares, nothing to hide. That's transparency.
It's a killer new Simpsons Treehouse of Horror.
Still not dead.
Tonight on Fox.
Philip Dorsett walking off under his own power, but with a noticeable limp. After being taken down, the Colts forced to punt. After a couple of first downs, Saints defense doing a good job. Another high punt by McAfee. This one bounces in the end zone for a touchback. Hey, I'm telling you, John, things are getting hot up in Gotham. And one thing's for sure, in this town, you give someone a flamethrower, you're going to get a whole new supervillain. Gotham, Rise of the Villains. Catch an all-new episode tomorrow, right here on Fox. Getting hot in Gotham, huh? Sunny day, nice fall day, 60 degrees in Indianapolis. Window open, roof open. C.J. Spiller in the backfield with Breeze under pressure. Throws it low. Nearest one to him was Willie Snead. Good pressure from Nate Irving for the Colts.
There you see Greg Minuski and Chuck Pagano. Greg Minuski, the defensive coordinator, he's understanding last thing you can allow Drew Brees to do is get in one of those rhythms, because when he gets there, you can't stop him. So now the pressure, the blitzing to try to disrupt some of that rhythm that Drew Brees is starting to work himself into.
Empty backfield. They got the running back, Ingram, with Brees. Quick outside to Holman-Awanui, who's pushed out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Holman-Awanui's touchdown catch earlier in the game, his first since December of 2013 when he was with New England. Right now, Drew Brees owns the quarterback battle.
There's no doubt about it. He's outplaying Andrew Luck, and I would say that the New Orleans defense is really outplaying this Indianapolis defense thus far.
3rd and 5. Brees for Cooks, first down. And a little high hurdle over the safety Cole Anderson. And a first down up at the 43-yard line, a gain of 19.
He's not their leading receiver right now, but Drew Brees will tell you this is their #1 receiver is Brandon Cooks. And you see him matched up against Toller, the pick by Willie Snead that opens Brandon Cooks. And Brandon Cooks in space is tough to deal with.
Saints have 4 receivers with 25 catches or more. Ingram spinning out of one tackle. Look at him carry defenders for a first down at the Colts 46-yard line. A heck of a run by Ingram.
And Sean Payton told us he challenged his team. He thought they were going to get the best effort from Chuck Pagano's group based upon history. They haven't, but the Saints are doing their part, and they're doing it up front on both sides. The offensive line, the defensive line controlling this game for the New Orleans Saints.
First down for the Saints. The pitch to Ingram. Turns the corner and gets loose. Ingram cuts in. Still on his feet. And he is brought down at the 2-yard line. Greg Toller saved the touchdown. Ingram needed one more block. One more itty-bitty block.
Well, again, up front, you see Josh Hill with the key block. Hohomanauanui, they're going with a lot of 3 tight ends package to take it to these Indianapolis Colts. They're dominating the line of scrimmage, and now Mark Ingram starting to feel it at the running back position.
44-yard run. The extra lineman ineligible. That's Calamete at the 2. Brees throwing for the corner. Josh Hill, touchdown. There's a flag on the play. Hill gets up
Pass
limping.
interference. Number 89 offense. 10-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
That negates what would have been a Saints touchdown.
Offensive pass interference. There's been far more this season. You see the push. I can tell you in years past, that's not an offensive pass interference. They used to have to visibly do something to, but this year it has been, and that's of concern too. We talked about the 3 tight end packages. Now with Josh Hill out, we'll see what they go to.
Colt Anderson did a good job selling it too.
That's part of the deal.
Back to the 12-yard line. First and goal for the Saints. Ingram, the running back, bursts through and gets down to the 7-yard line. Be a second and goal. Ingram's long run on this drive was 44 yards. A career long for him. 7 carries, 86 yards in the game for Mark Ingram. C.J. Spiller now in and running back. 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers. Everybody out, all the eligible receivers. Breeze throws, and it's caught. No, drop by Snead in the end zone. He had it and dropped it. Combination of Greg Toller and Colt Anderson broke it up.
See Willie Snead, he's been so sure-handed this year, but that's a really nice job by Greg Toller getting that hand in and ripping. Watch Drew Brees. One of my favorite things in football is to watch Drew Brees work that pocket. His feet are elite. He works the pocket as well as anybody in this league.
Third and goal from the 7. Ingram back in at running back. Breeze for Colston. He didn't see it coming. Was he inbounds on the interception? Yes! Interception by Vontae Davis. 9 yards deep in the end zone. It's a touchback. Huge defensive play by Vontae Davis.
Well, Drew Brees has so much trust in Marcus Colston. Colston not expecting the ball, and what a job by Vontae Davis getting both feet down for the Colts.
For the first time in 15 years, the Mets head into the World Series.
That's why we play the game. This place is absolutely going crazy. You can't predict what's going to happen.
It's gone. They are loud. He's getting out of here. Oh, my, what a catch. He did, baby. The World Series is back.
Game 1 of the World Series, Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern on Fox.
Dear Jen, here's a little something to say welcome to Boston. You're one of us now. Your new in-laws, Debbie and Bill.
Dear Jenny, stay strong. Dad.
Go to NFLshop.com.
It's coming. A Sunday fun day.
Halloween. I thought we were going to say it together.
I never agreed to that.
With an all-new Simpsons Treehouse of Horror.
Still not dead.
Plus all new episodes of Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Scary Witch.
Family Guy.
Somebody emailed me a video of a sheep screaming.
And you won't believe what's cooking on The Last Man on Earth.
What do you want? Breast, wing, thigh, face?
Sunday Fun Day Halloween starts at 8/7 Central tonight on Fox.
Week 7 continues later today on Fox, and for some of you on CBS. Then tonight with Sunday Night Football on NBC. And tune in tomorrow for Monday Night Football on ESPN.
Well, Marcus Colston is one of Drew Brees' most trusted targets, and he's upset with himself, and he should be, because Drew Brees saw an opportunity. They brought pressure. He saw the one-on-one. Marcus Colston didn't look like he was expecting that ball, and that's a no-no. You got to always think the ball's coming to you.
A rare red zone mistake by Drew Brees. First time he's turned the ball over in the red zone this season. Frank Gore, the running back. Andrew Luck to put it up. Pressure from Jordan. He's got him for the sack. Second sack of the game for Cameron Jordan.
Well, 5 sacks in the last 2 games for Cameron Jordan. And for years, they've been telling you in New Orleans that this guy's a star player in this league. It frankly hasn't shown up. But watch Cameron Jordan beat Costanzo. Andrew Luck doesn't have a chance right there. That's poor blocking. And Cam Jordan just dominating for the 2nd week in a row.
Loss of 10 back to the 10-yard line. Luck going short on the crossover to Dante Moncrief. He's out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Gain of 5 on the play. Saints defense has been fired up. They have held Andrew Luck to just 25 yards passing. He's 3 for 10.
I got to tell you, I'm shocked because like Sean Payton, I expected the Colts to come out firing. Under Chuck Pagano, 15-2 after a loss. And this is anything but a gritty effort from the Indianapolis Colts thus far.
Luck throwing short. And Moncrief gets back up to the 24-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute warning. The Colts, trailing by 20, head off the field.
This is iPhone 6s. Not much has changed with the camera, except how you take a photo, find a photo, share a photo. Ooh, Mom's gonna love that one. Your photos themselves have changed too. They move now. And the camera shoots video in 4K. You can even shoot slow-mo in HD. Wait for it. Splash. So yeah, that's what's changed.
Your moment, your time.
Without the right tools, a 5-minute job can turn into a 5-hour job. So when it comes to your tools, choose wisely, Grasshopper. Case in point, Ford Transit. With 3 roof heights and 3 body lengths to choose from, Transit has the most configurations of any full-size van. So it's the right tool no matter what your job is. This is Ford Transit. During Ford commercial van season, get up to $2,750 cash back and up to $1,000 in upfit assistance on America's best-selling brand of commercial vans.
This is war. No one gets a free pass. Ever! Gotham, an all-new episode tomorrow on Fox. Don't miss mysterious new footage from the X-Files that you can only see tomorrow in Gotham.
America, watch my Browns take on the Bengals Thursday night on NFL Network. The only thing I take more seriously than the law are my Browns.
Hey, America, I'll see you when my Bengals take on the Browns. The Bengals on Thursday night are like a dog with Cincy chili. Just good.
So I'll see you Thursday night.
Thursday it is, now on NFL Network.
Browns-Bengals in 2 weeks. Thursday night football, now only on NFL Network.
Now, this young lady knows this already, but you can get apps, videos, and more at iTunes.com/NFL. That one's learning how to get that. Another punt for the Colts. Pat McAfee has had a busy first half. High punt. Backpedaling is Marcus Murphy. Returns from the 13. Weaving his way upfield. He's brought down at around the 27. 61-yard punt for Pat McAfee. Let's check in with Kurt Menefee to see what's happening at halftime. Kurt.
Coming up on the Visa halftime, Blake Bortles overcomes a late pick in London. The Patriots try to stay picture perfect against the Jets, and the Dolphins have something developing against the Texans. Highlights and more at the half.
All right. 75 yards total offense in the first half for Andrew Luck and the Colts.
That's not good. Punt, punt, interception, punt, punt. You also mix in a fumbled kickoff return. Not good for the Colts.
Breeze to Ingram, and that turns into a loss back to the 22-yard line. Billy Wynn had that covered. Saints do not have any timeouts remaining. They lost 2 on 2 ill-fated challenges. They go hurry-up offense. Breeze gets time to the sideline, intended for Willie Snead, but incomplete. Greg Toller covering on the play.
Now, yeah, it is interesting because it looked like the Colts weren't interested in taking their timeouts, like they just wanted to go to half. Sean Payton pushes it with Drew Brees. It stops the clock. Now, if you're the Colts, you stop them short inbounds. You call one of those timeouts,
right,
and you get Andrew Luck one more opportunity putting some points on the board.
Saints have to get to the 38-yard line for a first down. All receivers out. Nobody open. Breeze buys time and throws deep, but overthrows Brendan Cooks. So 3 and out for the Saints as they actually give something to the Colts.
Well, 3 and out, and I understand with Drew Brees attacking because you have Drew Brees back there. You trust him, but now you have the Colts a minute 8 with 3 timeouts at their disposal. Now, the other side of that is Andrew Luck and the Colts have done nothing with the football as of yet, but you did just give them one more opportunity to get going at least before the half.
Thomas Morstead, the punter. Colts do some shifting. And Morstead gets it away. Whalen dropped the football, but he's able to recover it at the 31-yard line. So the Colts have turned the ball over a couple of times in this game.
Well, you see the pick by the rookie, Anthony. It led to a touchdown by Kyrie Robinson. Later on, you see Griff Whalen, who we just saw being loose with the football. And Drew Brees making the Colts pay with the touchdown to Michael Manawanui. Now, the Saints came in 19th in the league in turnover margin, but they're dominating that category today.
Now, the Colts with 59 seconds remaining. They have all 3 of their timeouts. Luck pressured, and he finds Dante Moncrief, who gets out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
But Sam, even right there, Andrew Luck does not look right. Watch the hesitation, and this is due in large part. It's going through progression, but he's not thinking fluidly. The Saints are doing a tremendous job changing up and then tight coverage when they do go man-to-man down the field, and it has Andrew Luck phased.
Bradshaw in the backfield with Luck on first down. All receivers out. Ahmad Bradshaw out of the backfield to the 49 of the Saints, and the Colts call a timeout. They have the ball. They want to get some points. They will get the ball to start the second half. Andrew Luck, great record against the AFC South, but against the rest of the league, 17-16. Turnover margin, again, against the division, he's been great.
Yeah, and how do you explain that? You know, I do know that this guy is a tremendous, one of, as Rob Ryan said, one of the stars of this league, one of the best players in football. But I think maybe everyone was a little quick to put him up there with the Bradys and Mannings and Breezes of the world. He's having to find his way through this league. He struggled this year, and today is certainly struggling.
On 2nd and 2, empty backfield. Luck fires and completes it. Kobe Fleener, the tight end, with a grab inside the 35. Brandon Browner covering on the play. And another timeout for the Colts. So this suddenly has turned into an important drive for the Indianapolis Colts. They have a chance to get some points and maybe just turn the game around because they'll get the ball to start the second half.
Well, points, and I think also the other thing that this does for them, it's putting Andrew Luck in a little bit of a rhythm. We've talked throughout today, he just has not been in sync. At the end of this half, he gets some completion, gets some confidence going into the second half. They'll have the ball again. If they can get points here, this is big in terms of them being able to get back in this game.
I thought he threw the ball well to Fleener on that last pass. There was some zip on it.
Looked more confident.
And they whistle the play to a halt. Flag flies.
False start. Number 74 offense. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Anthony Costanzo, the left tackle. First time the Saints have been, rather the Colts have been in Saints territory in the game, as they got the opportunity as the Saints went 3 and out. Ball at the 39. 1st and 15. Luck gets time, throws short. Fleener back to the original line of scrimmage. The 34, Stephon Anthony, the rookie out of Clemson, has been very impressive. Part of that young defense that we talked about for the Saints.
How many times have we seen that today? Andrew Luck wanting to push the ball deep. It's not there, so he's taking the check down. But the Saints, again, I credit Rob Ryan. He is keeping Andrew Luck on his heels. He's been the aggressor. Andrew Luck, very unsure all day long about what Rob Ryan's throwing at him.
All right, timeouts have been used. 2nd and 10. Luck short for Fleener. That was not a well-thrown pass. Coming up at the half, Kurt Menefee back in the studio. Kurt, Terry, Howie, Michael, and Jimmy. Take a look at the best offense takes on the best defense. And Landry Jones trying to help out the Steelers as they play in Kansas City.
Adam Vinatieri right there. In pregame warmups, 58-yarder going this way in warmups. So very confident, very accomplished kicker.
Luck steps up and takes off. Heading for the sideline. Good run by Luck. Got a couple of extra yards. And went out of bounds at the 18-yard line. That's a good effort by Andrew Luck. 16-yard run.
Yeah, I think that's something I'd like to see more of. If they're covering everything down the field, use these legs. That's something that Andrew Luck, there they throw a zone principle at him. You see the voided zone. He sees all that green grass, take off. He is a tremendously gifted athlete. You got to take advantage of that.
19 seconds remaining. No timeouts for the Colts. Luck steps up and under pressure throws it deep, but throws it too far. T.Y. Hilton was covered by Delvin Breaux. Delvin Breaux has done an excellent job in this game on T.Y. Hilton. 10 days ago, he did a great job on Julio Jones of the Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah, a lot of people who I respect in this league who watch the Saints on a regular basis, and in my film study, he's playing as well as any corner in this league, and I'm talking about the Revises. He is a man-to-man cover corner. He's drawing the best from opposing teams, and he's shutting them down. T.Y. Hilton with 1 catch on the day.
2nd and 10 with 13 seconds remaining. All receivers out. Luck throws, and it's intercepted. Kyle Wilson with a pick, and the return. He's tripped up. And that's the way the first half comes to an end. Just when it seemed like it was starting to get better for the Colts, it turns to disaster.
That's just a poor decision from Andrew Luck. You got to come out with at least 3 from this drive. I understand trying to push it, but watch Kyle Wilson. In zone coverage, he sloughs off. Just reading Andrew Luck's eyes, he's pressing, trying to get the ball down the field. Kyle Wilson makes him pay.
That is an awful first half for the Indianapolis Colts. For the Saints, Drew Brees led the way. They took advantage of the mistakes by the Colts and took turnovers and made them 13 points, 20-0. Saints lead at halftime. Here's Kurt Benefee.
Welcome to the Visa Halftime Report. Visa Checkout, the easier way to pay online.
Well, that interception kind of indicative of how the first half went for Indianapolis. We'll get more on that game in just a minute. But right now, let's check out highlights from the rest of the league.
Joe Theismann, the great quarterback for the Washington Redskins, hugging this year's #1 pick. Jameis Winston, quarterback for Tampa Bay. Winston showing off that arm. Great separation by the receiver, the second-year guy out of A&M, Texas A&M, Mike Evans, 40-yard touchdown, 7-0. And then Cousins is hit, ball fumbled, scooped up by Howard Jones. And look at here, Michael. He's not as fast as you, but he still gets in the end zone, babe. He died. Yeah, 24-7 Tampa Bay on top of the Redskins at the half. Vikings at the Lions. Adrian Peterson sick all week, or part of the week anyway. Coming out, Matthew Stafford fade route. If the receiver and the corner are even, quarterback's taught to underthrow it. Let the Calvin Johnsons of the world make the adjustment. Johnson does, touchdown. 7-0 Lions. Moving out to the right, Stafford finds Ebron. Ebron, the tight end, a 7-yard strike. 17-15, Lions on top of the Vikings. A good first half score. Falcons at the Titans. Zach Mettenberger in for the injured Marcus Mariota, the rookie #1 pick. But it's Mettenberger to Kendall Wright, deep in, all the way across, 19-yard strike. Titans 7-3. On top early. Bills and Jaguars playing in London. Jaguars coming out, Blake Bortles. Early lead to the Buffalo Bills. Lost that lead to Buffalo. Part of the reason Corey Graham takes this interception. The receiver actually fell down. That's why Corey is so wide open. 44-yard interception return. 31-27 Buffalo. So Bortles moving out to his left. Deep crossing route. Actually was a post back to the corner by Allen Hurns. He saw his quarterback moving. He went with his quarterback. 31-yard reception, touchdown, 34-31. It is the Jaguars on top of the field. Jets, Patriots, Darrelle Revis coming back. Remember last year, he won a Super Bowl ring with the Patriots. That's Tom Brady, Hall of Fame quarterback. Inside, that's what happened. Curley gets inside the corner. Nice job by Fitzpatrick, put it right in his chest. It is 10-3. The Jets on top until Tom Brady power sneaks it over. 10-all. Now 13-10. New England on top of the New York Jets. Browns at the Rams. Taylor Gabriel fumbles. Rodney McLeod scoops it up. 20 yards later, we got ourselves a touchdown. Rams 10, Cleveland 6 early in the third quarter.
Meanwhile, Kansas City and Pittsburgh still looking for the first touchdown of that game. Landry Jones and the Steelers down 9-3. Big blowout going on in Miami.
Everybody wondering what in the world's wrong with the Miami Dolphins. Well, I'll tell you, nothing's wrong with them right now. 4 touchdown passes by Ryan Tannehill in the first half. Look at this piece of running after the catch by Jarvis Landry. A 50-yard touchdown reception. Great effort. 41. That's right. 41-0. Yesterday, the Miami Hurricanes got beat, what, Jimmy? 58-0?
I don't remember.
Just like, don't bring me into this conversation. Hey, let's talk about New Orleans and Indy, another one-sided game.
Yeah, we talked about it in the pregame show. You know, both of these defenses, they struggle, but the turnover is going to be the key as far as who's going to win it. And obviously, New Orleans with 3 takeaways. The one thing about Rob Ryan's defense, the defensive coordinator for New Orleans, you know, he's going to dial up a bunch of blitzes. And if you're not ready for his blitzes, they're going to be a problem. You know, Andrew Luck, the three turnovers, 2 interceptions. But also, he's only got 79 yards passing. They're not ready for these blitzes for Rob Ryan.
And no matter how much these two defenses struggle, when you're the defense that's getting turnovers and you're sitting on the bench with time of possession being 20 minutes for the Saints, with that high-powered offense, and you're out there for 20 minutes in the first half of the defense, you start to look at your offensive guys. I've been there, Howie. Yeah. You're running on the field to defend the turnover, and they're running off, and you're looking at them like, wait till we get in the locker room.
Let me get a drink. You know, just get a drink. Just, wipe my brow a bit.
Oh, that kind of drink.
Yeah.
You're not talking about a nip. Not a nip.
No, although I think in that organization, they think about getting a drink right now. I'll tell you what.
Moving on to our Visa play of the first half. Tampa Bay's Howard Jones picks up the Kirk Cousins fumble, takes it all the way home for the touchdown. Second half of your game from Indy, right after this. Visa Checkout Game Day Deals is the best way to get great offers every Sunday. Today only, Visa Checkout users can get $25 off at NFL Shop, plus free shipping.
Thursday night, high-powered offenses collide in a special primetime matchup on FS1. The Mountaineers can light up the scoreboard, but can they keep up with Heisman contender Trevon Boykin and the Power Pack number 4 Horned Frogs attack?
For the goal line, touchdown!
West Virginia battles TCU.